Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as the mighty Serene Republic of Venice. I'm just going to jump right into this right now. We, at the end of last episode, had the opportunity to subdue the Balkans, but then I noticed, right as it ended, I got a pop-up saying Ragusa had lost its trade league, which means Ragusa was weak, and then I looked at the attack Ragusa screen. Turns out the Pope was not going to aid them, so I attacked Ragusa using the cleansing of Ragusan heresy claim because I have no idea why I'm able to attack them with that, considering we're Protestant. Wait, 1 second, let me check something. Anyhow, we are attacking them, and that should give us control of the Ragusan trade node more than we currently have, which would be amazing. Because that's where we lose a vast amount of our income. No, I have no idea why I was able to attack those guys. Maybe they were Protestant when I went, Catholic when I went to attack them? Anyhow, I don't know. We are attacking them. We should be able to wipe them out. If we can wipe them out, it puts us in an amazing position. We have a couple little loans, but we're paying those off. There's no real threat in this war. The biggest threat comes from a potential, if I take too much land, of a coalition. So that's something to watch out for. But considering it's just Ragusa and Mantua who we are going to maybe also wipe out, I'm not sure. They do have a trade building. They are a center of trade, annoyingly. They're actually my biggest annoyance in here other than the Pope. Maybe we can take that land, maybe we can't. If we can, then Venice is already ours. 83 is amazing, 60 gold. The more we get, the better, though. Oh, Diplotech. That's nice. This will also allow us to embrace either Lombard, which could be useful, or get either Egyptian or Syrian. Both would also be very useful. Or Corfu is just endlessly under siege. Kind of want to stick a better fort in Corfu once the war's over, because it seems invariably under siege. Same thing with Dalmatia. I should probably improve that. There we go. Our forts are being improved. Pretty much the idea is anything that's along the Ottoman border is going to be strengthened. Okay, we'll do that. The aristocrats have taken over our country. We don't actually want that. We want to stay with merchants. More trade power, more trade income. It's pretty simple. That's our goal. Let's throw down the fort being built in Corfu. There we go. It's going to take a while for those forts to come online, but better have them in position and online than not have them at all. 100% war score. That would cause a coalition. So let's just do this, which still might cause a coalition. But I'm willing to risk it in exchange for gaining control of the trade node. I think it's definitely a aggressive move. It's definitely a little bit risky, but eliminating those guys from that area is really useful in the long run. Should boost our trade income considerably. Or not. Maybe it hasn't accounted yet. Regardless, this trade node is pretty much ours. 52%. That's lovely. At some point we're going to have to do like improve inland routes and stuff, which will be cool. But we'll deal with that when the time comes. Okay. It's Protestant, so I don't have to worry about trying to convert it. This is a bit of an issue, though. Those guys happen to be independent. Wait a second. I want to move you guys to there. Where'd you guys end up? Why did these... So they decided it would be faster to march by land to there, then get transported by sea, than to just be transported by sea in general, I guess. Seems like a needlessly complex way of doing so, but it happens. Is Mantua able to fall into my trade league? No, they've fallen under the sway of Lucca. That's a little frustrating. Anyone else I can add to mine? I don't think so. Yeah, we've negative 50 because we have so many trade partners. There we go. That's solved. We're moving back here. Mamelukes are still in war with Shamar, but they're winning fairly easily. They were having a little bit of trouble earlier, but they seem to have recovered. Yemen is not a powerhouse this game, unfortunately. No. We still don't have a clue where the center of trade are down here, which is starting to get really frustrating to me, to my mind at least. Also, Ethiopia hates us because they want Alexandria. Kind of a shame. We should be allies, being the two most powerful Christian countries in the Middle East, next to Georgia as well. But Georgia's not nearly as strong as we are, so confusing, a little bit frustrating, but I guess that's the way it goes. We're going to embrace Egyptian culture rather than Lombard or Syrian, because I'm hoping to get Cairo. If I can get Cairo, we're in really good shape. If I can't get Cairo, it's going to take a bit of work. However, we're not going to fight anybody for a while. We're going to kind of sit back, build up, maybe release a trade city, not sure yet. Wouldn't mind releasing Raska here as a trading city. They will be able to form trade leagues, trade posts, create plutocracy stuff. I kind of want to release them, but at the same time, there is an option that they can leave my trade league stuff. So maybe once that's all court and dealt with, we'll think about it. Was a good point, actually. We'll take the monarch points. Prestige is not a problem. Once you get religious ideas, you're set. Also, apparently, I've got a Venetian school thing. Yeah. Nice. Monteverde is a thing. Yeah, prestige is not a problem for Venice. Republican tradition is legitimately our only problem, and that is due to large merchant republic penalties. Yeah. Yeah, too large, 9 too many. What other states do I have I could get rid of? I suppose I could remove some from the Balkans. I don't really need that land, but for now we'll hold on to it. It's not causing us too much trouble. At least it doesn't like hinder my income or something. It just reduces Republican tradition. That's been converted, which is good. You know what? I'm thinking I need to dock my trade fleet and upgrade them. Yeah. To Crete, if you would, and then upgrade. I may not need them in the Ragusa trade node anymore now that I control it. I definitely need to upgrade the trade in there. We also can upgrade a couple other provinces now. That was actually a very profitable period of income for us. We're going to be able to take Belgrade, we're going to get Lika upgraded, and we're going to get Ragusa itself, all of which is very powerful. Slight decrease in trade, probably due to us taking over them. And docking my entire fleet. Oh well. Okay, how large are we? We are 676 development. Ottomans are 838. Oddly enough, apparently I have colonies next to the Mamelukes. This is counting as a colony. It must be because this is counting as overseas territory now? Boy, that's weird. Apparently messing up the Mamelukes by taking random amounts of provinces is causing them some trouble. We should have a government reform here shortly, unless of course we get another rather annoying negative event that for some strange reason breaks our stuff there. Ooh, we can afford some more ships. I'm going to do some galleys. There we go. That should give us a very powerful fleet. Not going to build too many more heavy ships. They are useful, but I do get, you know, the huge internal inland sea galley bonus stuff. Let's raise another cannon each. Sorry, I'm using you there, so let's do it there. And then I think we need a couple more mercenaries on the field just to make sure that my armies reinforce quickly. Apparently we have a rebellion in Naxos, of all places. So let's do this to Naxos itself. Come on, if you can do this quickly, this would be nice. But we haven't technically landed yet. Come on, land the fleet. Okay, another relatively easy victory. The other thing I need to do is I need to make sure I get more mercantilism going, just so that we boost our trade power. In general, costs 98 to boost for us. It's not really worth it at this point, but we are ahead of time in tech, so I guess I'll do it a little bit. We get too high, we get penalties. That'll try and reduce it, but in the meantime, let's assign these guys back to protecting trade. 4 if I do it there, 7 if I do it in Constantinople, 7 if I do it in Alexandria, 12 if I do it in Genoa, obviously. Let's do Constantinople, Bohemian War. If I can deplete some of the Ottomans' income there, I will be very happy. Probably technically haven't arrived in the node yet. 29. We're pulling on. We pull a fair amount of trade forward. Still need to boost trade power here, though. Luckily, our autonomy ticks down reasonably fast for a republic. Oh, it has a courthouse in the area. Interesting, interesting. There we go. We're getting a lot of. There's a chance you can get positive mercantilism events or negative. So far, we got lucky there. Got a couple positives in a row. There we go. 49% of the trade we control from this trade node. Local of 8, outgoing 19, which means there's roughly 11 created there. This is a problem. War versus France and Liege. France does not have claims on our border provinces, but I don't want to risk losing it. On the other hand, I can't really refuse to help an ally, especially at the moment. So our fleet should be safe, so we should be able to get our troops back to Venice safely. Once they're there, we're going to have one heck of a fight versus France. Yeah, they do outnumber us. Hopefully not as much as I potentially see coming. We have a lot more cannon than they do, so roughly our armies are on par, which is funny. Actually, I have a larger army total. Plus, I have the mercenaries, which is going to make a world of difference in the long run. Combine you guys. And we're going to order you to be shipped up here as well. Oh, no, we don't want to march. No marching allowed. Only naval shipping. It's so much faster. Other thing we need to do at some point is reinforce our forts in the Alps. That would be an ideal choke point. The issue is, of course, they can always move to Milan because it's a nearby fort. Might almost be worth getting rid of that fort and throwing up one like Savoy or something. apparently we have Serbian separatists as well, which means we're going to have to divert the fleet a slight bit. Go eliminate them. Although they're likely to reinvade Bohemia, aren't they? But they're going to have control a fort. Great. Okay, let's get admin. We are one tech away from another idea group, which should be military, just so that we can actually fight people on par. And we're going to upgrade the defensive mountain fort rather than the non-defensive Milanese one. So that should make a difference. Clay is going to fall. However, Scotland has been overrun, and the English fleet still controls the channel, which is what matters. Apparently, Spain is involved. Wow, France really just wandered into a mess. Look at that. I may not even have to worry about a French invasion of my land. I almost may need to just go invade France. That's ironic. Really, Spain is allied to England. Well, that's kind of convenient. We have a nice little alliance going there. Hopefully, so long as they don't annoy each other, I can keep it going. Anything that prevents me being solo versus a great power is worth it. I know we're a great power ourselves, but the fact that we have a lot less production in our territories means it's a little bit harder to deal with enemies. Let's take out this French army. We should be able to win this, although they do have a lawn, don't they? Offensive. Oh, they're going to be tough to take out. I'll try nonetheless. I got to figure out how I rank up against a powerful nation like France. Answer is not very well. Oh wow, did I get into trouble there? Let's throw a morale guy in. How big of a difference does that make? Enough that we won. Enough that we won, but not much more. Settle issue. Obviously, we're going to always be losing money if we're reinforcing our army due to mercenaries, but Spain is coming through with Portugal in the south. Scotland obviously is going to lose up there. Huh. Faroe Islands, there's Shetland. We'll see him acquitted. We'll take a little bit of Republican tradition penalty. Also a little bit of corruption, but that's not an issue because we root it out really fast. We have a fair amount of participation score, which is nice. I think I might... I can't march on Liege. Let's march on Lyonesse, or however you say it, on the French border, and maybe we can take it. If we can take that, southeastern France is totally ours to take over. They are marching on Savoy the 19th. We're going to arrive way too late to risk a fight. Now we can move in. Let France and Portugal and Spain duke it out down there. We'll just go for sieging. We have a nicely reduced 10% attrition, and if we complete defensive, that'll be reduced 35% attrition, which is pretty nice. This is taking a while. It's going to take a while. Spain is getting annihilated. Wow. Just tells you how strong France really is. We do beat them in morale. In fact, I think we probably beat everybody in the world in morale right now. 4.5. Could be better. It will be better once we get defensive ideas on the field, which is pretty much definitely where I'm going to go. Mauritian infantry is nice. I don't know if I want to beat that ahead of time in tech, though. There we go. We may have to spend some of this military power, so let's at least bombard the fort. it'll fall that much faster in the long run. There we go. This area is ours. We still can't actually march on Paris. We can probably pick a fight with France over Narbonne. Nobility cannot be bought, mainly because we don't lose stability each time there's an event. Okay, I guess we're fighting then. We're not going to win this, are we? Portugal for the win? Portugal for the win. Yes. Portugal for the win. Thank you, Portugal. Saving the day at the last possible moment. Really, I don't need to fight this battle, this war. It's a foregone conclusion, really. Well, Burgundy gave land to Liege. That's a big bishopric, isn't it? It's a foregone conclusion. Scotland, since England's declared war on Scotland, they're going to have a permanent ticking war score going. It just feels wrong not to be slightly involved. Plus favors, that whole deal. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That probably wasn't worth doing, actually. Can I cancel that? I want to leave that revoked. That way there's a chance the Mamluks don't get annihilated by the Ottomans instantly. In fact, I should start moving my troops back to the Holy Land so that I can do a fight with Mamluks for Cairo. Ooh, okay. We have 20 galleys, 8 heavy ships. No upgrade. Oh, upgrades needed, but not possible to do at the moment. 10% of reduced attrition is nice. I just wish it was higher. Kind of, I can't really think of many other countries that have reduced attrition offhand. Some of the hordes do, I think. Or former horde nations. Army professionalism. Yeah, as it goes higher, mercenaries become less and less useful. Oh well. But we're a mercenary nation anyhow, so having slightly better troops helps. I never really played with this much of my army made out of mercenaries. I know it was a thing back a patch ago, but I've never really done much with it. France has still amount of manpower. I don't think they're going to come after me. Just to be on the safe side, though, I will upgrade Milan's fort. I think I need a fort there and fort upgrade there, but I think I'm pretty good otherwise. Let's move these guys down. No, not what I want to do. Fleet to there, pick them up. I'll suffer so much attrition just marching there. Not worth it. Interesting. The Ottomans are giving it to somebody else. None of those are that good rulers, but that guy's terrible. That guy's only age 32. We don't want that. 441, again, not wonderful, but above 9, so still worth it. Benevolent. We don't really have any subject nations, though. We could have a couple subject nations, though, in the scheme of things. Wouldn't be the worst plan, because we could also, I think we can seize trade from them. Maybe we'll consider that. Anyhow, let's get a couple more mercenaries on the field. We can afford 1, 2 each. There we go. That should give us one of the stronger armies in the world and put us in a very solid position to attack the Mamelukes. Oh, government reform. Residential. or Parliament? I think I'm going to do Parliament. Some of the benefits you get from Parliament are strong. So now we have the ability to apparently do Great Council, which is going to be interesting. We do have to assign seats. Obviously, Venice is going to be one. Oh, it gives just a bonus, apparently, in general. I don't think it boosts autonomy, does it? No. Oh, well, in that case, I'm going to stick them on all my highest development provinces. And we'll do Milan. Obviously, you don't want to assign too many seats because the benefit does fall off over time. Actually, I'll do Brescia too. Great Council of Venice. We can do merchants, diplomatic, bureaucracy, quartering, or impressment of sailors. If I could actually see the trade nodes, it'd probably be worth to do trade company. Actually, it's probably worth doing trade company anyhow. Ignore doing that. Promote present a scapegoat? Really? Oh well, okay. We're gonna present a scapegoat, kill off that guy. I'm hoping that we get a better advisor. Level 3 guy is not worth having. And then we're gonna stop pretty much after this. I just want to see what we get. That was funny. I didn't know you could present a scapegoat. That was kind of hilarious. Nope, nothing good. So that will be it for this episode. Thank you guys all for watching, and we will be fighting the Mamelukes next episode probably. Once I figure out what I'm going to do with a trade guy, or I can't actually send to a trade node. Yeah, it's a little bit awkward, isn't it? Anyway, I should figure something out, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.